NFL headlines this week. We're going to talk about there's a few head coach hires,
some
coordinator hires. Yeah, so we'll start with some of the coordinator hires. There's a couple that piqued my interest, and the first one is the Jets' hire of Steve Wilks as the defensive coordinator. Now, I love this hire, man. I've always thought highly of Wilks as a DC. He's been pretty good. The few places he's been, he was one of the black coaches that was one and done. He was a head coach for 1 year and then fired. It's not a whole lot of them, but there's 2 this year, and he's one of them. But he's getting a shot on Aaron Glenn's staff as a DC, and I love the move, man. What do you think?
I like it too. When I first read it, I was like, okay, this is good. Basically everything you said, I also agree. Yeah, I don't have a lot to say.
Okay, good deal, man. Next coordinator hire that I thought was people want to know about, that was intriguing, is the Cowboys hiring of Matt Eberflus. What do you think about that?
I mean, you can. Their defense was good while he was there, even though they were still losing games. Yeah. I mean, maybe he'll do better as a DC. He can't. I don't think he'll do worse than he did when he was a head coach. I'll say that much.
Yeah.
So.
Right. So, he was a defensive coordinator he was a defensive-minded head coach, I should say.
Right.
But I don't think he actually called the defense, did he? I think he actually allowed his defensive coordinator to call the defense.
I see.
Yeah. So, it's not necessarily on him, but a lot of times they like to put it on the head coach if he's depending on whatever side of the ball he's coming from.
Right.
But the Cowboys, the hire of Eberflus, man, I don't know if it'll be better.
Yeah, but it doesn't feel like it right now.
Yeah,
it doesn't feel like it. I just don't feel like he didn't do enough as a head coach to warrant being like, yeah, we'll pick you up at a defensive coordinator position.
Right.
I don't know what he did before he was a head coach, though, so that's important for me to say before.
Yeah, and I was trying to look at that, but most head coaches that get let go, they can generally get a job as a coordinator.
Right.
Yeah. Trying to see what his career looked like. Right here. But I think, that's all I got to say about him. But I just felt like the Cowboys hire of the DC was nowhere, and Matt Eberflus, who's had head coaching experience, Steve Wilks, who's had head coaching experience. I think that's big,
right,
for new coaching staffs to have coaches on their staffs with head coaching experience. So I think Wilks will help Aaron Glenn in that way, and Eberflus will help Shotgun.